While there are many situations where licenses are not required to use pesticides, many scenarios require the work of a licensed applicator with a current Maine applicator license. There are three kinds of licenses offered by the Maine Board of Pesticides Control: agricultural basic, private, and commercial. Additionally, commercial licenses can be one of two classes: commercial operator applicator license and commercial master applicator license. Depending on the application situation, the pesticide being used, and the site and product the pesticide is being used on, one of these licenses may be required. Let's take a look at how these different licenses work and what kind of applications are included in each license. An agricultural basic, or Ag Basic pesticide applicator license is required for fruit, vegetable, and grain growers who only use general use, over-the-counter pesticides and annually sell more than $1,000 of plants or plant products intended for human consumption. Examples might include farmers, greenhouse operators growing seedlings, and medical marijuana growers. For more information on the requirements for Ag Basic applicators, check Chapter 33 of our rules on the BPC website. A private applicator license is necessary for anyone who wishes to purchase, apply, or supervise application of a restricted or limited use pesticide with the intent of producing a commodity. Note that these products may not need to be food-related. These pesticides may be used only on property owned, leased, or rented by the licensee or the licensee's employer. Typical private license holders include farmers, greenhouse operators, florists, orchardists, Christmas tree growers, and foresters. For more information on requirements for private applicators, check Chapter 32 of our rules on the BPC website. One of the differences between the agricultural basic and the private applicator licenses lies in the use of a restricted use pesticide. These are pesticides that have specific use and handling requirements outside of their general usage direction. The license with the most requirements in Maine is the commercial applicator license. This license is required in many different situations. Examples of scenarios where a commercial operator applicator license must be used include the use of any pesticide as a service where compensation is received. This includes landscaping and lawn care, water damage restoration, mold remediation, tree and shrub care, and home pest control. The use of any pesticide on public use sites, such as office and apartment buildings, golf courses, campgrounds and other outdoor recreation areas, and retail or commercial spaces. This also includes water treatment facilities, mold remediation companies, and even utility poles. Use of a pesticide in a licensed food or eating establishment. Use of a restricted use pesticide for any reason other than agricultural production for compensation. And use of any pesticide as part of official duties by an employee of any government agency, including employees of schools, towns and cities, counties, housing authorities, water districts, and state or federal agencies. Additionally, within the commercial applicator license, there are two levels: operator and master. The commercial applicator operator license is the minimum requirement for a commercial license. The operator license is in effect only if the employing company or organization has at least one licensed master applicator. So, for each company or organization that provides these services, there must be one person with a commercial master applicator license. This license is for the person responsible for major pest management decisions, for establishing policies related to proper pesticide use, and for employee training and overall work practices. They are generally the owner, supervisor, or manager. Every company branch must have a master applicator assigned to them, and commercial master applicators must have all appropriate licenses. An up-to-date applicator license ensures that professional pesticide applicators possess the necessary knowledge to handle, apply, and manage pesticides responsibly, effectively, and according to the label. Licensing involves passing a comprehensive exam and continuous training to stay current with evolving best practices. For more about where these tests are offered and what they entail, please see our website. The best practice is to apply for the license that best suits the location and scenario where the pesticides are to be used, and then only use chemicals that fit your license and situation. Licenses are valid for 3 years, and to renew, individuals must receive recertification credit hours by attending trainings hosted or approved by BPC. The amount of continuing education credits required for relicensing varies between the different types of licenses, but is generally between 3 to 9 hours of training over the 3-year course of a license term. Applicators can find instructions for application and recertification of these licenses on the Board of Pesticides Control website. Applicators can also use the BPC online portal to check license status, sign up for exams, and check credits. All applicators or persons using a pesticide must ensure that the product that they are using has been properly vetted and registered in Maine. FIFRA mandates that all EPA-registered pesticides are to be tested by companies seeking registration, or the registrants. Some pesticides, such as those deemed minimum risk, have been exempted from this process through FIFRA under Section 25B. While these products do not undergo EPA's registration process, they must still be registered in the state of Maine to use. As of 2023, spray adjuvants are also considered pesticides under Maine state law. It is illegal for applicators to use pesticides that are not registered with the EPA, and in some states, like Maine, pesticides must also be registered at the state level. Not all EPA-registered pesticides are registered in Maine. Please check the BPC's website for updated lists of registered pesticide products in Maine. Enforcement of registrations, licensing, and proper application practices is a collaborative effort involving the EPA and the state. The EPA sets federal standards, while states can enact stricter regulations to suit their unique needs. This dual system empowers states to enforce regulations effectively while complying with federal mandates. Municipalities can also enact and enforce their own ordinances through their Code Enforcement Office. A list of these ordinances can be found on the BPC's website. State inspectors are assigned to enforce state and federal rules. All applicators are expected to work with state inspectors and comply with requests for inspection, materials, and information. By understanding and adhering to FIFRA regulations, while considering Maine-specific laws, we contribute to a safer, healthier environment. Professional pesticide applicators play a pivotal role in maintaining the delicate balance between effective pest management and environmental preservation, keeping Maine a healthy, green, and vibrant place.